Hello, welcome to your yoga practice today. And sticking with the fire element this week, going to be doing some more twists, some more core strengthening exercises, but I'm also going to introduce you to lion's breath. So, lion's breath is really good for igniting your metabolism and also encouraging inner strength and assertiveness, which is just what we need if we're going through change or transformation in our lives, which ties in nicely to this week's theme. So, when you're ready, coming to a seated position, ideally sitting on your feet if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can sit in a cross-legged position. Bringing your hands to your thighs and just bring yourself onto your mat this morning. Maybe closing down your eyes or lowering the gaze to a point in the mat in front of you. And just bringing some awareness inward. How are you feeling this morning? How was the process to get to your mat today? Acknowledging that and just letting it go. Coming to be present on your mat. Feeling the weight of your hands on your thighs, your legs on the mat. Rolling your shoulders up to your ears and then back down your back. And just taking a little shake, shaking anything off this morning. I'm going to talk you through lion's breath to begin with. So lion's breath is really good for getting rid of anger or frustration. And as I said, it really encourages assertiveness. Physically, it stretches out your jaw, your face muscles, and your neck. And how it works is on the inhale, you expand your belly, taking a big, deep belly breath. And on the exhale, you open your mouth as wide as you can, stick your tongue out, and breathe out with a deep, loud sound that comes from within. You can also take the gaze up to your third eye. And if you feel a bit silly, you can always just close down your eyes. In terms of positioning, you can stay as you are. Or if you want to make it a little more assertive, you can spread your legs slightly and bring your hands to the mat in front of you, kind of like you're setting up for child's pose, into that fierce lion's pose. And we're going to take 3 big breaths together. So, on the inhale, expand your belly, and exhale, stick your tongue out. 2 more, just like that. And I want you to get it as loud as you can. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to your seated position. Maybe coming on to a cross-legged position now. Keeping the eyes closed. Bring your hands to your thighs, around the knees. And just bringing some awareness to how you're feeling again. Any changes, and releasing that deep breath from within. When you're ready, just flickering your eyes open. We're going to start with some neck stretches today. So taking your right hand to the mat beside you and your left to the side you. And you're just going to drop your neck to the left hand side. Maybe you want to take your left hand up to cover your ear, just gently adding some weight on there. Maybe looking down slightly. Just really feeling into what stretch feels good for you. Slowly releasing, coming back to center, and taking that on the opposite side. Bringing your right ear to your right shoulder. If you want to go a little deeper, taking that right arm up over your left ear for a little added weight. Coming back to center, dropping your chin down to your collarbone and just rolling your neck from one side and then over to the other side, making a semicircle here. If you want to take a full circle, if that feels good, you can do so in one direction. And then once you've done a full circle, come in the other direction. And coming back to center. Bringing your hands and placing them on your knees. We're going to do some seated cat-cows this morning. So on the inhale, apply some pressure on your knees from your hands. Open up your chest, arch your spine, look up. And on the exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly button. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly button. One more round. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round your spine. Belly button back towards your spine. And coming back to center. Going to do some more stretches. So again, placing your hands on top of your kneecaps. And you're going to drop your right shoulder and push your right knee away with your hand. So leaning down into it, leaning over your left knee. Coming back to center and taking that on the other side. So pushing your left knee away, left shoulder down. It should feel good kind of around the spine area. It's a bit of a twist here, but a stretch at the same time. Got some sprinklers going on that are exciting. Indie. And coming back to center. When you're ready, making your way to a tabletop position. Checking in with your alignment. And we're going to go straight to downward facing dog from here. So taking your hands one hand length forward. Curl your toes under. Lift those hips up to the sky for downward facing dog. Walking your dog out this morning. Maybe adding in a nice hip swing if that feels good. Pressing down through the knuckles of your fingers. Looking for that long spine. From here, you're going to come up onto your tippy toes and then place your heels back down towards the mat. Let's do that one more time. Up onto your tippy toes and bring your heels back down towards the mat. Shaking your head out, yes and no. On the inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and slowly walk your feet to meet your hands at the front of your mat. Forward fold here. Maybe take a ragdoll, feet are hip distance apart. And just hanging here for a few moments. Letting gravity do the work. Shaking your head, yes and no, once more. Really loosening up that neck this morning. Releasing your elbows and slowly rolling up to standing. Your head is the last thing to come up. Then you're going to inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, look up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Hands to your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking a short moment to check in with your alignment. You know the drill. 4 corners of your feet, arch awake, tucking your tailbone, shoulders relaxed, slight tuck of your chin. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, look up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Inhale for a flat back, hands to shins. Engage your lower abdomen, long spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back, your left foot back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale for baby cobra. Just lifting your top back off the mat. Hands can come off, feet into the floor. Exhale, moving through tabletop to downward facing dog. Taking 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees on the inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward, your left foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up, rise up to standing, arms up to the sky, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Hands to the side, Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back, your right foot back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, so pushing out over your shoulders. Exhale in the chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose and step your foot between your hands. Dropping your back foot down at a 90-degree angle, you're going to rise up for warrior 2. Taking a moment to check in with your alignment. Looking out over that middle finger. And from here, you're going to straighten that front leg. You're going to send your hips back, reach your hand forward, flip your palm to the front, and on the exhale, you're going to drop down for triangle pose. So your hand may come to the mat, it may lean on your shin, or you might just hold it on the inside of your thigh here. Right arm is up to the sky, and you want to imagine that you're in between 2 panes of glass here. So really tucking in your tailbone, belly button back towards the spine. And if it's okay in your neck, you can look up towards your hand. Otherwise, look out or down to the mat, whatever feels more comfortable. Pushing down to the outside edge of your back foot. You're going to inhale back to warrior 2, Taking a deep bend in that front knee. Straightening your front leg once again, and then you're going to turn your right foot in so that you're parallel. Toes pointing in slightly, heels out, bringing your hands to your hips. Inhale, open up your chest, and on the exhale, you're going to hinge from your hips, falling forward here. Bringing your hands to the mat in front of you, taking a moment to adjust yourself. And on the inhale, you're going to go for a flat back. Exhale, fold. Working your head towards the mat. Then you're going to bring your right palm and put it underneath your face. On the inhale, you're going to open your left arm up to the sky. Follow that with your eyes. And exhale, swap out your hands. So left palm comes to the mat, right arm up to the sky. Just taking a few twists here. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the sky. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. One more round. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the sky. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Coming back to a flat back, bringing your hands to your hips, and with a very long spine, rising slowly up to standing. From here, you're going to turn your toes to the front of your mat, step your back foot in about 2/3 of the way, and you're going to set up for pyramid pose. So making sure that your hips are to the front of your mat, hands on your thighs. Inhale, open up your chest, and exhale, forward fold, hinging from your hips. You can bring your hands to the mat if they reach. If they don't reach and you have a block, you can use that. Otherwise, take a bend in that front knee if you need to. And you're trying to get your hips in line here, so keep an eye on what they might feel like. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can fold a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly coming back up to standing with a long spine and stepping your back foot forward to meet your front. Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back, your left foot back. High plank. Inhale here, taking your choice of flow. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, and step your foot between your hands. Dropping that back foot down at 90 degrees and rise up for warrior two on this side. Again, taking a moment or two to check in with your alignment, sending the energy down through the outside edges of your feet, deep bend in that front knee. Looking over your middle finger. Then straightening that left leg, sending your hips back to the back of the room, reaching forward, palm facing out, and coming down for triangle pose on this side. Again, remembering that two panes of glass. Not falling in too much here. You want to make sure you've got good integrity in the pose. So don't worry about coming down to the mat if that doesn't work for you. And really just tune into where you feel this stretch. If you do, if you don't, that's okay. And it's a good way to sense if you're getting the alignment. Inhale back up. Bend that front knee, warrior two. Then straightening your front leg. Again, turning your feet to be parallel. I'm going to turn to face you. And heel toeing your feet in, just slightly so that your toes are pointing out, heels are in. We're going to bring your hands to cactus arms. And you're going to come down into goddess pose. So, really thinking about tucking in that tailbone, belly button back towards your spine, knees tracking out over your toes, cactus arms. So this is a super powerful goddess pose. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, goddess. Maybe when we come into goddess, you want to incorporate a little lion's breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Hold in your goddess pose for just a few breaths. Really feel the power of this pose. Coming back up to standing. Turning your feet to the front of your mat. Stepping your back foot in so it's about 2/3 of the way in. Setting up for pyramid on this side. Hands to hips. Inhale, open up your chest. And exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat. And on the inhale, extend. And on the exhale, seeing if you can fold a little deeper. Thinking about keeping those hips aligned. Slowly coming back up to standing and stepping your right foot forward to meet your left. Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, look up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from your hips. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back for plank pose. Inhale here. Hold. Engage your core. And you're going to lower to the mat for 5, for 4, for 3. You can always bring your knees down for 2, for 1. Just taking a moment here. Maybe you want to take a cheek to the mat. Maybe you want to make a pillow with your hands. Bring your forehead to it. I like to slide my hips back a little here by lifting, pushing my toes in and just pulling it down a little. Feels good. Maybe wiggle out your bum from side to side. Can feel good on your lower back. And when you're ready, you're going to bring your hands to the mat, either side, placing your palms flat on the mat, bringing your chin or forehead to the mat. And on the inhale, you're going to lift your legs and your shoulders and your hands off the mat. And you're looking for length in the pose. So we're going into locust pose. You're going to do that now. Inhale. Really engaging all of your muscles here. Making sure your pelvis is sticking to the mat. Looking after your lower back here. You're looking for length. instead of height. Really paying attention to that lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release. Bring in the opposite cheek. Making that pillow again. And just wiggling out your hips from side to side. You're going to make your way into a child's pose. So big toes touching, knees as wide as you like. Sit bones back to your heels, forehead to the mat. Child's pose. Checking in with your breath. Pushing up into a seated position and rolling onto your bum. Bringing your feet out in front of you. Big toes or feet are flexed, so your big toes are looking towards you. Maybe pulling out the flesh from underneath your sit bones. And you're going to inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold, hinging from your hips. Looking out and first just letting your hands fall wherever they do. Maybe it's your heels, maybe it's your shins, your big toes with your peace fingers. And on the inhale, lengthening your spine. And on the exhale, folding a little deeper. You can get a little bit more space if you pull your belly button back towards your spine. And again, just bringing some awareness to where you're feeling any stretch here this morning. Finding your own individual edge, whatever that might be. Maybe you need more compassion and passiveness this morning. Or maybe you need some yang and some challenge. Everybody's different. Slowly releasing, coming back up to seated. And you're going to come slowly to lie on your back. One slow vertebrae at a time. From here, you're going to place your feet flat on the mat. And you're actually going to pull back up to seated. We're going to try stag supine twist today. So how it works, you're bringing your feet flat on the mat, knees are bent, and you're going to let your knees flop out to the side here. And you want your left knee, so if you're flopping to the right, your left knee to be into the arch of your right foot. And from here, you're going to slowly bring your left hand round to meet your right and coming down to an elbow position. So I'll show you from this side. So your left knee is in line with the arch of your right foot. Bringing your hands behind you, rolling onto your right hip. And from here, if it feels okay, coming down onto your elbows. For stag supine twist. Can feel pretty juicy. Slowly coming back out the way you came in. Bringing your feet flat to the mat. And we're going to take that on the other side. So this time flop your legs out to the right. Your right knee is in the arch of your left foot. Walking your hands around, coming onto your left hip. And bringing your elbows onto the mat. For stag supine twist on this side. Coming back into center. And making your way into your final pose of today's practice, Savasana. Letting your feet flop out, palms are facing upwards, and just sinking into your mat. Letting go of any thoughts, of any control of your breath. Bringing yourself back into the space around you, wiggling your toes and your fingers, rolling your wrists and your ankles, maybe rolling your legs and your hips, rolling your head from one side and then the other, bringing your knees into your chest to give yourself a hug, and rolling on to whatever side calls to you this morning. Remembering what energy you need, masculine or feminine. Taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up on your mat this morning. Pushing up into your seated position, cross-legged or otherwise. Bringing your hands to prayer at heart center. I am courageous. I am whole. I stand in my power. Namaste.